everyone, Garrett here. I'll be going over the Accubow tonight, and this is a product that I'm really excited to get out there. I've had a great time learning how to use it. I've had it for about 2 weeks, and I feel like I have a pretty good knowledge to be able to come out with a video and show you guys what I think about the product and how to use it properly. I don't think there's a lot of really good information out there on how to use the Accubow. There's a lot of people out there probably not using it right, maybe getting a little frustrated with it. And I just really want to help you guys get the most out of this bow. Now, before I get too deep into this thing, anytime I have a dog in the fight, I do want to tell you about it. And I did become part of Accubow's pro staff. After learning and using the product, I became a quick believer, and we quickly became to an agreement of becoming a promotional staffer for them. Literally, there's no monetary value in it or anything, and I really don't probably have a dog in the fight, but I just want to be transparent and let you guys know that I'm going to be promoting this product because I believe in it so much. Same thing with Spot Hog. So this is something that I'm going to be using religiously on top of my shooting habits already. My practice has really gone downhill with my work being so busy. I haven't had time to go to the range. So this thing has really been a godsend for me lately. I haven't had a chance to fling near as many arrows, but I can still get live fire training. I can still work on my draw. I can still work on my release and everything. And you can dry fire this thing. It's a really good product for a lot of different reasons. I'm going to go through those reasons. I'm going to show you how to basically set this thing up and just what you can get out of it. So it's going to be a great review. There's some things that I'm going to let you know that I just real quick that I'd like to see improved. And just so you know, I've been communicating with Accubow about my suggestions. They're already on top of it. They've already thought of everything that I've already thought of, and they're really on top of trying to get the user to get the most out of the bow. And they're very, very fast at getting back to you. So the customer service is going to be great with this company. They're very open to hearing your suggestions, your opinions, and I think they're just going to be a great company to work with. But some things that I would like to see them work on before we get too far into this thing, because there's not very many things, is somehow mounting the chart to this thing. So what I did is I take the chart here so I don't have to keep going back to the owner's manual or the packaging and looking at it. I can just look at it and say, okay, I need that many more cranks to be at 25 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever, and really find a way to just cut the time of setting up the bow. Also, something that I'd like to see that I think they're already looking into as well is to quiet this thing down when you're shooting, because when I shoot this thing, you know, it's pretty loud. So I'd like to see some sort of quiet fabric or something there to quiet this thing down, which I said they're already coming out with something to put there. Even just a felt would really help quiet this thing down. So that's going to help. And it's just so weird dry firing a bow. But that's my favorite ability about this bow. And that's what really turned me on to getting this bow and trying it out, is that right there. I can get pretty much every facet of my shot practiced except actually seeing the arrow hit, which I'm more worried about having a good shot process than I am about hitting a bullseye at 3 yards. So I've been working on that today. That's why I have my release on. I went to the range earlier today. I shot for a couple hours, recurve and compounds, and I never felt like my release was, I just never felt like I was expanding through the shot, and I never really had that surprise release that they say that you want to have. So I came home, was working on this, and I feel like I've gotten better at that today, and just really been working on the release. And I do grip the Accubow more than I do my regular bow, because this thing will fly out of your hands if you don't. There we go. That's what I want. And it'll fly out of your hands, because this band really does push this thing like that. So those are the couple things that I have found with the Accubow that I'm not sure how you'd fix that, but it's jumping out of your hands. But just quiet this thing down, and then somehow have a way to measure how many rotations you are in this thing. So whenever you pick it up, you know that I'm at 1.5 turns already, and I can crank it down another that many turns, and then I'm at 40 pounds or whatever, you know. So that would be nice to have to do. So not sure if they're going to take that one to heart or not yet, but that's just some things that I found through using the product that would make it quicker and faster to adjust and use. So that's where I'm at with this product. I think it's a great product, and I'm really excited to keep learning how to use it and find more areas of my shot that I can work on. But I'm going to show you how to set this thing up real quick from beginning to end. I've got another one right here that we're actually raffling away on our Addicted to Bow Hunting Facebook page. So just go on to Addicted to Bow Hunting Facebook page. I think the tickets are like $10, and we're doing 50 tickets only, and we'll ship it anywhere inside the United States for you if you win. So, and we're just doing that to build more money for the page to come out with more cooler products and stuff like that. So, again, there's a lot of cool things you can work on, and just working on my release right now. I do really love the laser because I was using that, and it has nothing to do really with the Accubow. But I'm going to come out with some really cool videos using this Accubow to test stabilizers. So, really cool things that you can do with this bow. But let's get into how to set it up, some of the rules that you need to follow to use the product to prevent you from hurting the product or yourself, and some maintenance items that you're going to need to know when you get this bow. Alright guys, so this is the chart that I use, and I've actually put this thing onto my bow. I slapped it on there using some tape, and you can see that this just makes it really quick for having adjustments, and you don't have to bring your owner's manual with you around. So I really suggest cutting this out of the owner's manual, slapping it onto your bow, so you always know as quickly as possible how to switch the poundage and where you're going to be at for your desired poundage and for your draw length. So you have your draw lengths on the side there on the left, and then up on top you have your poundages, and then what the chart shows you inside that is how many revolutions you need to do for your draw length to get the poundage up on top. So for me, at 28 inches and pulling back, or at 2 revolutions, I'm 30 pounds. At 3 revolutions, I'm 35. At 3.5 revolutions, I'm 40, and so on and so forth. So find your draw length, find how many revolutions you want to achieve the draw weight that you're trying to get, and then that is what you need to do. So there's 5 pounds of variance in there, so it's not very precise. So what I do, since they recommend that you dry fire the bow between 20 and 40 pounds, I like to set it at about 25 pounds and 35 pounds, so I know that I'm always safe within that margin of error, and I'm never causing harm to the bow or the band or anything. So I'm just being extra super safe there, and I'm using it well within the margin of error. So this is something that you're going to definitely want to tape on your bow, use the crap out of it, and then make sure that that you pay attention to what you're at for what draw you're at as well. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to use the Dloop attachment here. You can see that it's on the bow, preferably below the string stop there, because that's going to make sure that when you pull back, the bow won't be pulling up or down, because if you're above or below that string stop, that's definitely going to make a big difference on when you pull back, how it's going to pull back. So having the knot in your right hand, you're going to pull the other end around the D-loop, then pull it back through the knot end, and it should look exactly like that when you're done. It's very simple. You're just wrapping it around itself and then pulling it through itself. And then have the knot up against the band. I take the Velcro in my left hand, I basically push the solid end on the knot, and I wrap the 2 long leg parts on the around the D-loop attachment that you're actually hooking onto, back onto itself, so it basically holds itself on there. And that's all the Velcro is there to do, is to hold the actual string part of the D-loop onto the band without falling off. And you can see that immediately you can start using it. Preferably have it about where I have it, maybe even a little bit lower. Depending on your poundage, it will make a bigger difference. But that is where basically you want it. So that is how easy the D-loop attachment is. Alright guys, so in closing, I'll pull a couple videos up here so you can see the different ways you can practice with the D-loop or with just trad style. But if you're trying to build strength, just like you're going to the gym, you're trying to get bigger and stuff, do more weight, less reps. If you're trying to build your stamina and just get more reps and get more shots down range, do less weight and more reps and just keep pulling that thing back and having good process throughout that. And then if you're trying to build stability, you can really track out how you're doing. If you turn on that laser, you have a solid bullseye. I try and go as far as I can with the laser. I went indoor the other day and we could see the laser out to 20 yards with dimmed lighting. So, and we were holding it on the yellow with a good stabilizer, no problem. So, but no matter what you're working on, focus and form. No matter what you're doing, don't be punching the trigger. Don't be collapsing in your shot. Just keep pulling through. Have great shot process, and I think you're really going to like this product. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.